Good morning, everyone. I was 45 seconds late. I was just sitting here twiddling my thumbs, not doing nothing. I also started with the mat, which I shouldn't. I'm just all out of whack this morning, I guess. It is a lazy Sunday morning. I plan on trying to relax today and not do much. Had a pretty eventful day yesterday. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on just a second. I got to go grab something out of the back of the car. Hold on. Be right back. Sorry, when I went out to eat yesterday, grabbed something to eat after the broadcast yesterday morning. I stopped at a yard sale on the way back, and I bought a stop sign. And my girl's about to go to church, and I forgot it was in the back of the car, and so I got it out real quick. Paid $5 for a real stop sign, though. It's pretty cool. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great morning so far. Let's see, who all's here? Mr. Ground Fog, Mr. William, Mr. Ed Durbin, and Mr. Good morning, sirs. Something is going on with my mouse. Now I can't scroll up and down in the chat. Oh, there we go. Fix that. All right. So, last night, in my front pocket, I carried my Laconico Special prototype, Laconico to be determined, Kaiser Intrepid. I haven't carried it in a long time. It is a cool knife, nice hollow grind. Carried that in my front pocket. And then yesterday in the mailbox, I got that Kaiser Pioneer. So I carried it in the back pocket. And this is a cool little knife, except I didn't expect it to come with roller bearings. It's not something I've seen in a while. It's got giant roller bearings in it. Which is okay. The action on it is not the greatest. You have to kind of shake it pretty good to get it to close. But maybe those yeah, I got the stop sign to put up in my man cave garage area. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. My Micarta feels super nice. It's got good lockup. It's really smooth. The front flipper works good. I'm glad I got it for 40 bucks. So that's my pocket check last night. And then William, I'm about to get to your show and tell in just a minute. Let me finish showing the other knives I took to work with me. So every night I've got to shoot a few shorts. So I grabbed 3 Kubies to take with me last night. The Veloce, the Vajero, and the Nova. And so one of these has 20 CV blade steel. The other 2 are 14C 28N. They're all 3 great knives. But I believe this one is probably my favorite out of these 3. I don't know exactly why, except I like the straight lines on it, and It's one of the only knives I have that has this flat part right here as the choke up point, and it feels really comfortable. Gives you a real solid surface to choke up on. And so I don't know why it feels so good and why it's so different, but most every other knife has some kind of curve going on there, whereas this one's flat. So it feels really secure there. I did notice that one of these has pretty bad snails on it. It's this one. And I don't know how that happened because they've just been in the case. So that kind of pisses me off. I hate snails. It only has it on that one side though. So that's kind of weird. I kind of want to bead blast all three of these back to, I don't like the Tiger Stripe Heat Anno. I didn't learn that until after I bought these, of course. I would much rather have plain versions. But I think I'm going to take this one that has the snails on it and see what multi-etch for a long extended period of time does to it. See if it'll remove that completely. So I'm going to do a multi-etch test on that one. And then if it doesn't remove it completely, I've never used an etchant to remove heat anno. But when we talked to that guy that came on that did all those custom patterns, Waylon bought one of his knives. I can't think what his name is right now. He mentioned that he removes heat anno with wink or an etchant like multi-etch. So I'm going to try it. I wasn't sure. I think it just takes a lot longer to remove heat. Good morning, Andrew. So yeah, these are the 6 knives I took last night. Yeah, I don't know about doing a mirror. I think polishing it won't remove those snails, so I'm not sure. When you start to polish it, it should just start removing the anno. I don't know, but I'm going to experiment because I can always blast them if I get, stuck. So now I want to share really quick what Mr. William did yesterday. He went to Harbor Freight and bought one of the little mini toolboxes they sell, which makes a great little parts thing and a knife holder and a knife case even. A lot of guys use these to hold knives. So he bought one of these little mini toolboxes. And then he also bought one of the little mini vices that I mentioned. And it looks like it clamps on and fits perfect on that little toolbox. So that's like a perfect little knife working station. Knife maintenance, knife modding. And it looks like his dog was curious about what was going on. So that's a cool picture all the way around. So that is an awesome purchase and something some of y'all might want to think about doing. While we're talking about that, let me see if I can let me see if I can find a post about those little things. I know I've seen them. Let's see. Yeah. I'm not finding it right off the rip, but let me try doing a search. Harbor Freight mini toolbox. So there was lots of posts about people using them for knives, and I'm not finding it. Aha. So right here, as you can see, or not yet, you can't, but there are guys that use them to hold knives, and they work really good. These little mini toolboxes. It was quite popular. I don't know. Maybe it was in Knives that I saw it. Let me see if this comes up. Yes. So these little things are perfect for storing knives. So there you go. There's a Cobalt mini toolbox. But there was lots of guys who used those US General ones for knife collecting. Good morning, Mr. John and Mr. Pete. Hope y'all are doing well this morning. We were looking at William's purchase of a little mini toolbox and that vise that I mentioned yesterday. And the vise fits perfect. On top of that little mini toolbox. I don't think it would hold a full-size pistol, Mr. So yeah, that makes a great little workstation for knives. So that's super cool. I guess while we're sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and take this one apart and drop the scales down in multi-etch and see if it does anything during the broadcast today. I have never done etchant on heat anodized knives, so I'm super curious about that. And if it does work, it's going to be amazing. I kind of don't see why it wouldn't, but I kind of at the same time don't know why it would. No, I don't have the Magna Cut version. I've got the older good version, whatever blade steel that is, maybe S90V or 20CV. I'm not totally sure. That one goes with which screw? The middle screw. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which version I have, Pete, to tell you the truth. I guess we could start with just the backspacer, huh, to see if it works. Or I could easily start with this side, the show side, because it don't have any. Let's see, this goes by the pivot. So I will put it up there with the pivot. I love it, Pete. It's one of my favorite artisan cutlery knives and one of my favorite Laconico knives. All right. One more part to get out here and then we'll be done. We can move on. Uh-oh. That was one of those cases you got to really press hard to not strip screws out. Somebody was mentioning a fear of stripping screws, and one of the main things to pay attention to is to press really, really hard. Because the harder you press, the less likely you are to strip out screws. So yeah, all right. But yeah, I like this Pioneer. It's pretty cool. And like I said, it's got, oh yeah, I meant to show y'all the big giant roller bearings it has. Good morning, let's see, Clint and Sever 7. Yeah, I believe I saw that crazy artisan that you're talking about. Let me put these other two Kubies up for now, since I've got my Kubi case out. And let's see, and you asked about the Laconico, so let me grab it out really quick and see what blade steel it is. I guess it's S90V. Wasn't even thinking about it. But here is mine. It's the dark titanium version. Beautiful Laconico design. And it is, yeah, S90V. Good old R Laconico. There's mine, Pete. And I've also got the AR RPM 9 version. Because of how well I liked it, I went ahead and grabbed those because they were $80. And then I've got the premium version of the Satyr. Yeah, they do thin scales. I've got the, what blade steel is on the Satyr? Same. Let's see, can y'all see that? What does it say? Doesn't say anything there. What does it say down there? Yeah, S90V. So that's the micro milled Satyr. And I've also got the AR RPM 9 version of it. I believe Mr. Knives Are Life has an artisan cutlery for sale, if one of y'all wants it. Yeah, Ron Crow, yours is one of the newer models. Mine is one of the older versions. The older ones came with S90V, as you can see there. But Mr. Bob has the mini version of this one for sale. This is the Orion, and as you can see, it is a big boy. Let me grab my multi-etch over here and see what this does while we're on the broadcast to this set of scales. I've never used an etchant to I'm just going in with it. I'm not even going to clean it or nothing. I'm just dropping her down in there. Yeah, you ought to buy the mini from Mr. Bob. Yeah, why are they so narrow? Like, they all do feel kind of narrow. I can't wait for another month to get my Keras. And I hope that I hope that deal wasn't just for me, but Bob offered that knife to me for sale, and I told him I already had one. I didn't realize it was the mini version till after I said that, but yeah, I'm sure he would sell it to y'all just the same. So yeah, let me see real quick. Go back to the Discord. Knife picks. So right here is it's got the roller bearings in that Pioneer, which is odd. I haven't seen those in a while. But they're huge too. They have to be big because of the little rollers. But yeah, I like the knife. My Carta feels good. Like I said, easy front flipper. And I guess TC likes the new Vosteed. He said it's the best one ever. So that's cool. He liked it so much. I thought he posted it twice, but maybe he didn't. It did have a message saying it's the best Vosteed ever. Oh yeah, stay away from this knife. Evidently, I almost bought one of those. Good morning, Mr. Scott. Mr. Ron Crow, by the way. John, yeah, Knives Are Life was, he was awake in the middle of the night, so he might be asleep. But I almost bought one of those clones, and they didn't ship it, so I had to cancel my order. But the blade bounces evidently pretty bad. And it weighs 10 pounds. Bunch of good pictures in the knife picks yesterday. Oh yeah, TC posted it here. Hands down the best Vosteed yet. And then he posted it again down here next to his Norseman. Lots of cool knife pictures went up in here yesterday though. Pete posted some. The Summit, JT posted the Summit. I posted my 3. And then this is a 3V version of the Strider that they sell on AliExpress that's got real 3V steel, as you can see. CPM 3V. And I believe it's got a custom anode job by that company that I talked about the other day. Starts with an M. Anyway, I liked that one. Let's see here. What's next? Oh, nothing has happened so far to the scales in the hold on just a second. Y'all talk amongst yourself. Yeah, it does look pretty sick. What's the name of that company that I said has been doing a bunch of good laser work on Reddit? Hold on, let me think here for just half a second. Let's see, laser. Oh, engraving. He's been doing a bunch of good engraving work. It's not Meteoroid, is it? Metroid? What's the name of that stupid company? I've been talking about it. That's not it. Huh. Yeah, Meteor. Thank you. That's who did that knife, I believe. Yeah, Meteor. Meteor. So, yes. 3V Strider. So, this was done by Meteor, I believe. This knife. Yeah, I think he did the... Yeah, Meteor. Why couldn't I think... I said Metroid. I don't know why I said Metroid. Pretty crazy. Meteor Knives. Meteor... Where's he? Is it Meteor? Yeah. This guy. This guy that does all this stuff. Beautiful knives. Beautiful engraving. Beautiful stuff. But I believe he's the one that did that batch of Striders in 3V. Could be wrong, but I think that he did this same knife. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Oh, Sever 7, really? That GM, what was the name of his? I'm really sucking on names today. GSM, something. You know, the guy, hold on, I'll find him. He's in Chinese Knives and he custom anno. It won't take a second to find him. That's not him, but that's an awesome job this guy did on. Check out that Nirvana and that Zon and the Python, but that Nirvana and that Zon look great. That was one I wanted to show y'all too. He masked off and did a custom anno on these. Looks awesome. But that's not who I'm looking for. I'm looking for a guy. I guess I should sort by new. What's his name, Sever? Yeah, G23. There we go. The guy I had on stream that one day. G23 Customs, I believe. Yeah, this guy. I guess he, this guy bought a knife from him. There he is. His post. Waylon bought one of his knives. That's Shirogorov. He's doing sick anno jobs, though. He's supposed to come back on and show us the whole process of how he does the stencil stuff. I was trying to find the one Waylon bought, but I don't see it. But yeah, that guy. What is that little thing? A wasp. It's a pretty cool little thing. Oh yeah, I think Pete sent the link to that that artisan too up here. I didn't click on. See if that's the one Sever was talking about. Yeah, I believe that's the one. It's got to be the one Sever was talking about. If you got FOMO and have to buy a prototype, then you can pay $70 extra. But they'll be coming out for $199 soon enough. You can have patience. I'm still waiting on the Karis to save my $70. What do they got in the coming soon? What is this straight razor? Pretty wild. Well, all right then. Large pyrite light. Coming soon. Prototype. Yeah, that butcherling is weird too. Totally weird. They're doing some wild stuff as of late. Yeah, look, it does look like a baby hamster. It almost looks exactly like a baby hamster. I mean, really close. Yeah, it looks like a baby one of these. Except the blade shape is different, but I don't know. For some reason, it does remind me of the hamster. I'll tell you what else it reminds me of. It reminds me of the... Let me show you what else it reminds me of, Pete. Y'all hit a thumbs up while you're in here. I need to get a little ticker that scrolls across the bottom. Or that I pop up every now and then. This says, hit that like button. It reminds me of this little thing, Pete. For some reason, the little JB Stout Squirrel Master that I can't ever open. Well, See if I can front flip it. Yeah. So it reminds me a lot of that little thing because of the clip point kind of blade. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that little thing with the bigger blade. Thank you, sir. Why can't I get this to flip? Aha. You got to use that big part. And get your finger out of the way. There we go. There was some other knives like, yeah, like this one isn't really a front flipper because this like stops and it doesn't stick out and it's flush, but the jimping's good enough on it and the action's good enough on it that you can that you can front flip it even though it's not a front flipper. And there's a few knives like that that I've got. Yeah, that one's definitely not made to front flip. Doesn't stick out at all. But the jimping's good enough and the action's good enough on it that you can. There was a couple more knives like that that I was able to front flip that weren't really supposed to be able to front flip. If the Lamia had jimping, I think you could do it on it. There's a size comparison though from the hamster to the Lamia. Trying to remember what the other knife was that anyway. All right, y'all bring up something else to talk about. Y'all are doing great so far. Sever, what else you seen that's crazy looking? The fuller on that definitely looks like the hamster. Let's see. What do we got coming up now? I wanted to mention the fact that yes, oh yeah, the Veyron is coming out soon, or in a few months. But look how giant that thing is. That is a giant Winter Blades knife. With that crazy lock. It's got the Snex-like lock, I believe, also. That thing is giant, though. But the mini FSD is the FSD-I for inset. Because it's got the inset lock instead of the mirror mechs. What is the mirror mechs? Mirror mechs knife. Mirror necks. Oh wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, that is a pretty wild looking knife, Sever. Titanium and M390. JT, there's your mirror polished knife. Yeah, there's a beautiful mirror polished one. I like that one better than the other one, than this one, I think. Hidden screw design, the essence of minimalism. Yeah, no pivot, no screws, no nothing. Super clean. Knife from outer space. Collector's edition. Wow, that one has a 3.58 inch blade length, so it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was. What is the overall length? 8.1 inches. Wow. How big is this one? 8 inches. So that this one is shorter than that other one. And the 14C 28N version is only 188 bucks. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that. Click on the video. The one, the knife from outer space one. I don't want to, I don't necessarily want to watch the MC one, but let's see what we got here. Make sure we got some volume. I'd rather watch the Knives.
I'm Jared, and we got something new here. This is a new company. I briefly showed it really quick, but they do have some stuff on their site. And let's take a closer look at it. Now, I have already touched it with my fingers, so if you see anything, it's definitely from me. But as you can see, this is a full-bodied mirrored knife all the way around 360 degrees, including the damn blade. Wow. This is definitely something you can use as a rear view mirror. Now, I see there's screws right there. That's actually kind of interesting to me because I don't know what that's for. Oh, there's no screws on the outside. I see. Whoa. Whoa, I just noticed that. I can't believe I didn't notice that right away.
So it's built the same way as my my Riot Tiger. So before we go any further, so y'all remember how my Riot Tiger doesn't have any external screws either, and that's the same way it is. So it's got those little tabs that hold it together, and so that's how this one works too.
Wait, there's no hardware whatsoever. So, and it is a liner. This thing is wicked. Oh man, look at this. So we have 3 screws on the inside here, and that's holding the liner. So it is obviously a liner lock, but then the screws back there must be holding the entire knife together. How? How is it? I don't get it. I do see a couple of the screws right here, but I can't.
Yeah, it's got those
figure
tabs.
it out. I'm trying to. My brain is breaking right now. Trying to though. The back spacer must.
All right. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So they got another video. Is that what you said? Oh, this video? Yeah, here we go. Get a copyright strike. Yeah, that's a cool looking knife. Oh, thank you, Sever. Do the short video of the thumb stud? What? Okay, what? I would have done it without you tipping, buddy. Thumb stud. This one? Alright. This one. Yeah, I like that thumb stud version. That's the one my eye was drawn to. Got some fur-elise in the background. Mister? Mister. With the dirty mind. Oh yeah, the titanium version of the little slider thing. Where is that? Let's see. So yeah, that's not it. I saw it earlier. I forgot what that little slider utility knife is called, but they do have it available now. Somebody posted one. Yeah, here it is. So these are available. The whatever it's called. Alright. Okay. Let me find that Sever. Hold on. He's got a new integral. And we learned that it's okay to say it both ways yesterday. Can't type Instagram, but yeah, that definitely looks like your style, Sever. John, I'm not getting one anytime soon. But I will get one. I thought y'all were ordering the ones from the Etsy guy. Mike's Damascus. I thought y'all were getting these to start out with. Are y'all not going to try his? Scroll down to the plain Jane version. All right. Yeah, I like that a lot better. How much is that one going to cost? The PJ version. And Mister, I said PJ. Sorry, I had to change headphones. Do we know how much those are going to cost? 400? He said 2 weeks, I believe, John. Oh, it says 400 right there, Riot. Blade length 3.3, Magna Cut, frame lock 400, Riot. NC Blade. All right, we got to go find that on NC Blade. Can you do a pre-order on it? What's it even called? Well, I went back to the wrong place. Hold on. Asgard. All right, NC Blade. I wonder if you can do a pre-order. The Asgard. No results. So is there a date, or are we just guessing 2 weeks? Like, when is 2 weeks? Oh, it's not. There's going to be more than 100. Sever. Just the first 100 are going to have serial numbers. Because he wouldn't say I'll be offering first 100 pieces with serial numbers. So he'll do more, but he's not going to put serials on the ones after that. Yeah, he says if all goes well, I think I'll be making a few more batches and designs. There are no pre-sales or deposits needed. This will be first come, first serve. Well, dang, I need to go check his Instagram daily then. I definitely got to follow him. I think it's going to be about 7.5 inches long, though. If the blade's 3.3, yeah, it's not going to be quite 8 inches. That's what she said. I wish she had a full length on it, but oh well. What new Chavez did you get, Scott? Where's the pre-order? Coming soon. What knife did you get, Scott? Is it a blue label? What is this petrified fish? Oh, petrified finish. Blade HQ. All right. Coming soon. Oh, okay. The crossbar lock, yeah. They're only $80 total, $5 to pre-order it, huh? I should get one of those just to get one. I think I almost like the Tonto better than the drop point, but I got to go with the drop point. Yeah, this one has a 3.25 inch blade and it's 7.25. So I bet that new dull bore is about 7.5 inches long. When do we get our pre-order Strix? Does anybody know when we get the ones that we bought on drop? Because I saw them on Blade HQ. They were in the coming soon section down here. They had the lefties and the regular ones. But when do we get the versions that we ordered? Does anybody know when they're going to be filling them? Yeah, I think I'm going to pre-order one of those drop points too, Scott. It's only $5, heck. November to December. Thank you, Pete. Let's see. Pre-order round 3. Does it say on here? 6 months. July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, it'll be December probably. Huh. Well, so far, the multi-etch is doing something. So as you can see, the color, it is lightening up all the places where it wasn't the hottest. So it's got that almost back to plain Jane. I wonder how it would look if I took it out right now. That looks pretty cool, actually. And that's the super cool thing about multi-etch, is it works so slow that you can stop it at different stages. I bet it would look super cool if I left it like that. I don't know if y'all can tell the major difference in color, but it's kind of like a zebra. I wonder if it got rid of the snails. Let me throw a pair of gloves on and pull it out and see what it looks like. Hold on. Ugh, I can't reach my gloves. I gotta order some more multi-etch. This stuff's awesome. You can literally go back colors, like when you ano it with a high voltage, you can go back color by color because of how slow it reacts. And it's so much better on the titanium. Yeah, that's super cool looking. Let me get a paper towel. Dang it, where are my paper towels? They're over here. Yep, give me just a second. I can't reach them from where I'm at. Ugh. All right. I should go rinse it off, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this or put it back in, so. Let me just see what it looks like dried. Oh wow, it does look super cool. Yeah, super cool. So look at the difference between the two. Let's see if I can get you a good view of the... And it looks like the snails are still there. But that does look super cool. I think I'm gonna drop the other half in there and see how it goes. Let me go, I need to go back and look at the video, see when I dropped it in there and how long I let it sit, so I can let this side sit about the same. So let's see, we're at an hour in right now. So give me just half a second. Well, heck, we'll do it together. We're an hour in. Live. Mute. All right. See what I say here. All right, right there. All right, so minus 40 minutes, minus 37 minutes, 35 minutes. All right, cool. I figured that out. No, mister. Oh, the clip is still on, but the screw's not. Is it? No, I took the screw out. It's 35 minutes. Pete. Yeah, I took the screw out of it. I guess I'm gonna leave it. I don't know. I should fix that. You're right. 35 minutes. It said minus 41 minutes on the video, so it's really more like 38 minutes. But yeah, I took the screw out of the clip. I probably should separate those. Ow, and I should do the back spacer too. Let me grab another glove, hold on. I could probably leave the clip on there and it probably wouldn't hurt anything. It would just be underneath the... Yeah, it said when I was on the live, it said it wouldn't give me the time. It said minus 41 from when I was live, so... The clip didn't want to come off, like that's why I didn't do it. And I don't really want to touch it too much because that'll change the... I think I'm going to leave it together for now because it's not going to show wherever I don't have it apart. Let me go y'all give me 2 minutes to go rinse this off real quick just so I don't have multi-edge sitting on it anywhere. All right, Sorry about that. I just didn't want any little spots of multi-edge to be sitting on it somewhere and make it look weird. Yeah, that looks super cool, man. The color isn't exactly right either. Yeah, it's pretty close to what I'm actually seeing. Got like a light. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now I can do the inside. I guess they heated it up a little more here because it's thicker, maybe. It got hotter on the inside. Yeah, that's super cool though. Now I want to do all my tiger stripe knives like that. All right, let me set this on the floor. We got at a minute. Made at an hour 38. Somebody remind me. All right, what else we gonna look at today, guys? On this laid back Sunday. Let's see. Da 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 da. Yeah, you see here, Pete, it says minus 41, and that means it was from live. So it keeps counting backwards. Alright. Yeah, that mirror neck's pretty cool concept there. See if anything. I like that little Civivi fixed blade too. Is that the Banter? What is that one called actually? What's the name of that little Civivi? What else we got? Oh, $3.50 Walmart clearance sale. I don't know where all these Walmarts are that these guys get all these deals at. Speaking of that, they've got some new knives that they've been releasing that haven't been talked about as much as oh, that's pretty cool looking. Cyber Tool L Swiss Champ. 3R. Oh yeah, that was the guy that where are we looking at? I didn't see any. Where did I miss them at? Are 3 of these REK? I don't know where the No, Pete, not a Walmart's clearance on Civivi, but they find, or maybe, I don't know, but they sell all kinds of knives for cheap. John, I'm all the way at the top. I don't know where you're talking about. I just went up and down all the way back to where we were. Like there's where I stopped right there. So I don't know where you saw. I've got that post that I did that I looked at the other day that shows those. Oh yeah, okay. Right there. So the guy was asking about any production knives with a blade shape like this. Thank you, John. There's one me and Pete were discussing the other day. The Loki. That one's got the crazy curl. What other? Well, everybody's talking about the Loki. Yep. The high fin with a hole mod. That's pretty awesome. John, no, somebody was asking if they made production knives. The whole post is any production knives with a blade shape like this. And he explains what it is. And he says he loves his blade shape, but $700 is just insane. Do any production knives come close to this profile? So he's just asking what knives resemble that blade shape. So people are just giving him suggestions on what kind of looks like it. And the Evo definitely looks like it. There's some of the ones people mentioned. They're just showing what looks like it. Yeah, that high fin with the blade hole does look great. I agree. You can see where he kind of messed up there at the top a little bit, but it looks great. Put a chamfer on it, he probably used a deburring tool around the edge. But yeah, that looks great. Yeah, I noticed that guy was having problems selling knives, Sever. He had a bunch that sat there forever. G23. He had a bunch that sat there for like over a month. Is it G32 or G? I don't know. Thought it was G23. Yeah. So yeah, he had a bunch of posts where he was trying to sell them that sat there for a long time. Like especially like these right here. He finally got tired and was like, because he was trying to sell them for like $150 a piece, and I believe on these he dropped it way down, like everything must go 80 shipped, 70 and 60. But originally he had them posted for like $150. If you go down here, like he deleted some of his posts so people wouldn't see how much they were. But yeah, 150 for the Strider SNG. See right there? And then he dropped the prices from 150 to 80. So he was having some issues, so no wonder. When is what coming out? Somebody made that. Oh, the high fin? Somebody did that mod. That was just a mod somebody did. Somebody put that, somebody put those blade holes in. It says we hit high fin with hole mod. Down there in the description. Yeah, so we need to do that ourselves. Those are one of a kind. Somebody did that. Yeah, it makes me want to get one now and do it myself. Let's see how much the last high fin XL sold for on Knife Swap. Three months ago, $250. It's a decent price. So this is the guy that bought it. I can't type this morning. This is a guy I've dealt with before on my main account. He might have already sold it by now. Let me see if he posted. Well, it doesn't look like since then he's posted a high fin for sale. So maybe he'll answer me. I don't know. TC just shared that guy talking trash again. Lone Star Ladyboy. I guess TC shared that he was talking trash and somebody else is he's still talking trash. That's pretty wild. Like, why don't people have lives? It's sold. Well, he just answered me. Yeah, I was trying to read the Discord. Sorry. Pete, I haven't got an LLC yet, but I should, because then I can use that knife selling place to buy stuff for cheap. this is what I guess this is what he said. Something, I don't know what he's even talking about, really, to tell you the truth. I'm halfway confused by the whole thing. It confuses me that people have time to talk about other men, like, but this is what he said. The folks at Blade Alchemy share their counterfeit buying acumen and how to swap the cheaper counterfeit scales with real blade. I don't know where this was or who. Oh, it was on Rochambeau's live, I guess. Yeah, Pete, that's what I just said. I think I said it before you typed it in, but yeah, I guess it's the same one I already saw. No big deal. I don't care. I think it's funny. There's the Avid one. Looks pretty good. That was another one I was wanting to get. There's somebody blackened the Cortex. It looks pretty good. I wonder if he had it DLC'd or freshly coated. It's either Cerakote or DLC. Wonder if that's a Way of Knife DLC. Morning, Christopher. How are you doing, sir? Oh, there's another one he got coated. I wish he would say what kind of coating. Cerakoted. He probably did it himself. That's my buddy. He does lots of knife mods. Raccoon V. Already for sale. Yep, already sold on Knife Swap. I guess not everybody thinks it's the best knife ever. It's actually still for sale. I should offer him $200 for it. Hey, I've bought from that guy before too. I'm gonna offer him $190. That's way better than the $250. Give me just a second to find this and talk to him, because I'll buy it for $190. Two hours ago. Am I on the right account? I think so. Hold on just a second. I'm offering him $190 so that he'll settle at $200. All right, I've sent my I've sent my chat. If I refresh this, it should come up. Yep, there I am. 128 swaps. Yeah, it's 250. That's why I'm asking 190. I mean, he couldn't have used it. It says received direct from Vosted yesterday. It's a bit too chunky for him to carry. I got some crazy text message from some Chinese scam person this morning. Some chick trying to bait me in. She's trying hard, boy. Here's her phone number. Well, I probably shouldn't dox her, but but here's what she said. She said, "Hi, how are you doing today?" I said, fine. And then she said, "Good morning, I'm Rika. Nice to meet you." And she sent me some picture. It's some dude, I know it is. And I said, "Okay." and then she said, "I saw name Anna under this contact. It's very similar to my old team work before. Excuse me, are you Anna?" "No." "Oh, sorry, maybe I saved the wrong number. I hope you don't mind." And I put, "It's fine." And she said, "Thank you for your kindness. However, it's nice to meet you here. May I get to know your name? You there?" I just left her on red. But yeah, I'm sure it's really her. I'm sure it's really that chick. Good morning, folks. So if y'all want to hit up Rika, you can pause the screen and see her number. I don't think I covered it completely. Yeah, definitely fishing, folks. Hey, folks, check this out. This is what Tiger Striped Anno looks like if you put it in multi-etch for 30 minutes. And we're coming up on 27 minutes, and this one's getting close. It's still a little darker. But super cool to find all that out. It looks like a super cool gray color now. It's not a brown anymore. The other side is just gray now, except for where it looks like it might have gotten hotter where it was thicker. Or, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that one area didn't, but the rest of it. Looks pretty cool though. It started out looking like that real dark color. You weren't here for that, but here you go, I'll show you. It looked like all these other ones. So it looked like that. And look how light it is now. Drastic difference. Let me check my phone and make sure he didn't say yes. Man, come on, man. Answer it before somebody YOLOs it. Because that's a good price. What else is going on the Discord? Randomness? Pete posted something in randomness? Are those videos? What's up with the connection? It's not loading up on Discord. Discord is just throwing me a circle. It's just showing everything. Oh, there we go. They flipped a porta potty? What in the world? Wow, has that got a concrete base to it? They had to really want to push that thing over. That's pretty wild, Pete. I'm going to turn my turn the volume back up on my phone so when he messages me, I'll hear it. Yeah, we've only got about 7 more minutes before I take the other half out. Should be pretty close to the same. Still a little darker. Of course, when it dries off, it'll lighten up too, so I'm going to go exactly 39 minutes, 38 minutes. About 6 more minutes. Yep, savages. What are y'all going to get into this Sunday afternoon? And what do y'all think about prototype knives? I worry that they're not going to be the real blade steel or that they're not going to be heat treated properly. Do y'all ever worry about prototypes? Now, I probably wouldn't worry about that like a prototype from Artisan because they're selling those, so I'm sure they heat treat them. But this one was probably a sample because it was before they even named it. It's just called the Laconico TBD. So I worry about this one not being heat treated or being some kind of junk steel. It says it's S35VN. But I just wonder about the steel. Yeah, I do think they are super cool, mister. Like, especially that one. A couple of things I like about this one. I like that it's not called the Intrepid. And I like the fact that it has a satin blade grind. And the original, when they came out with the Intrepid, it has a stone wash. So you can't get this blade finish hollow grind. I don't know if the real Intrepid has a hollow grind either. It might. But it does have a satin finish where the Intrepid has a stone wash finish. And I believe the hardware is a different color than the original, than the production model Intrepid. Let me go look it up. I want to buy a regular Intrepid to do a flipper tab delete on and put a thumb stud on. But see, it's got a stonewash finish on the blade. It does look hollow grind. And the hardware is the same color. But the stonewash on the blade looks, I think the satin looks way better on the blade. What are you doing with Petri dishes, Pete? I don't ever see them pop up on Knife Swap, or I would buy one, but I think it's the perfect knife to do a flipper tab delete on. And what in the world? What just happened? I didn't even show you. Did I just turn the... Yeah, I didn't even show you all that Intrepid. My God. I can't type today. But yeah, that stonewash on that blade looks way worse. But I definitely want to, I don't want to do it to mine because it's a prototype, but I think thumb studs would go perfectly right in there. I think you'd be able to reverse flick off of it and everything. Get rid of that giant flipper tab. But I just can't touch this prototype because it's a prototype. All right, we're like 2 minutes away from taking this one out. I should start reassembling, huh? I can't remember which side had the pivot on it. Pretty sure it was on the, whoops. I got pictures of it though, so let's see. It was on the... Yeah, it was on the show side. So it was on this side. So I can go ahead and start putting the knife back together. Has it got a... Yes, it's got a little locating thingamajiggy. If I can get it lined up, there it goes. All right, I'm gonna get a glove on and get this one out and go rinse it off real quick, and then we'll finish up the stream here in just a second. Yeah, I don't want to modify it either. All right, we're at 39 minutes, so I'm gonna pull these out. Let me grab a paper towel. I'm gonna go rinse them off real quick. I'll be right back. Ugh. Ugh. Give me just a second. All right, I'm back. We can reassemble. Ugh. Let me put up my multi-etch. I am definitely a fan of multi-etch. Backspacer looks really good. And the inside of that one looks better. Man, that's super cool look. All right. A little bit of Earl. Bearing. Stop pin. There was my phone. Was that the guy answering about the... All right, blade. A little bit of Earl. Other bearing. Another washer. Locating pin. Backspacer. Other scale. Whoops. About screwed that up. Lock bar insert. Lock bar screw. Torx bits. Oh, they're all T8s. That's cool too. All right. Lock bar insert back in. Other scale back in. Pivot back in. Come on, backspacer, act right. Has it got a D-shaped? Nope, this wasn't lined up right, I guess. Now it is. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Totally missed the backspacer. Come on, guy. It does go in from this side, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got to. Why is it all... Oh, there it goes. Why is it always something? That's what I was about to say. One screw doesn't want to act right, always. Let's see if I can get this to pull itself back in place. Nope. I'm going to have to tap it. There we go. Good old tapping it with the back of a... There we go. Wow. Why is that just turning? I don't know, but I'll fix that in a second. Was that the wrong screw? I think I put the wrong screw in. I think the long one goes in the clip. That would make sense. But I thought I had them laid out like they were supposed to be. I don't know. I guess we'll figure out here in a minute. Yeah, that's got to be the clip screw. There we go. Now we're back together. Wow. That looks like a whole new knife. That's pretty wild how much different it looks. I don't know if y'all were talking to me, but I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, what a difference. I just want to show how much different it is. Wow. I think I'm going to do that with all my lightning anno. I mean, tiger stripe anno knives. And it looks like it matches side to side pretty good too. Wow, that's super cool. That is definitely cool. And are the snails gone? I mean, for the most part, yes. Compared to how bad they were showing up earlier? Wow. Now I just need to do a flipper delete on it and fix that finger choil. And that'll be a cool knife. It's definitely modded now, so why not just go ahead and finish that nice finger choil? Get that flipper tab out of there. Yeah. I like it. Well, all right, guys. Thanks for sticking with me through that. See how it looked. I gotta take all my Kubies out of this case over here and buy a new case, because I've got some Kaisers that don't have a home now. I've got those 3 Kaisers, and I got this Kubi, and the case is full of Kaisers and Kubies. So I gotta find a home for these 3 Kaisers. Actually, that one has a home, but these 2, this one probably I could put with the other cheaper ones too. Yeah, definitely going to do a flipper tab delete on it, because that finger choil already feels good, but it'll just feel great. It's got a big finger choil already, but getting rid of that flipper tab will just make it feel that much better. John, I've already got 2 of those. But yeah, probably. I'm probably just going to go ahead and buy a 3rd one. It would help out my storage situation a lot. And then I can give away some of my other cases on a giveaway or something to somebody that doesn't have some cases. By the way, I used this morning, and man, was it awesome. This thing worked great this morning. I built a box to send something back to Amazon. So I took a big box and made a little box out of it. But this little thing worked great. It was super sharp. Of course, razor blades usually are. But yeah, the form factor on it with that finger choil up there felt really good in hand. Yeah, John. But this is one more time real quick before I go. I'm going to show y'all. So I showed you the other little Harbor Freight 4800 whatever Apache case. But this is the one with the pluck foam that I put 13 by 4. So 52 knives. And the other one I made some bigger holes on the sides. But these will hold 52 with the pluck foam that you buy for $40 from Harbor Freight. So these are my titanium Kaisers and my titanium Kubies. And I've got one slot back there because that's where this one on the table goes. But that's how many you can fit in the Harbor Freight Apache 4800 cases. So the other one, when I decided to make it, I made it a little different. And I made it like this. Let's see. So I made it like this with 4 bigger slots on the outsides for my big thick knives. But you can see how that pluck foam eventually comes apart. You see right there where this piece kind of tore loose. So this pluck foam sucks. But you can see I put big double wide slots on the outsides of this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this one holds 44 plus 8. So it holds 54. So I got more knives in this one, even though I made those bigger slots because I went all the way to the outside. But if you do have to use this cheap pluck foam, you know, you can make it happen. It's just a pain in the butt. It takes forever. Whereas John just said, those inserts on the nice 90 knives case are super good. And I haven't taken the time to like cut all mine to length. But so what I did is I just left the bottom layer of foam down in there, and I just put all mine sticking up tall, and the case has got enough foam that it pushes into there and it keeps them all steady. But yeah, I haven't put the little, I kept all the little things I pulled out of this 90 knife case, but the foam is way better in this thing. It's that hard sell, nice foam. But there's 2 layers. Like, I didn't take out the bottom layer of foam. So those little plugs that are down in the bottom are still down in there. You probably can't see, but this whole top layer will lift off, and I haven't taken the bottom layers out yet. But anyway, that's that. Man, I wish dude would answer me on Reddit. Nobody's YOLO'd it yet. That's so funny. Some guy put on here, he said, disregard, seller won't accept cashier's checks, so I'm out. Oh, you just went and bought one of those, Scott? Yeah, that's awesome. So I don't know if you saw at the beginning. I thought you already bought one, John. I thought you bought one yesterday. Scott, I don't know if you saw at the beginning, but I showed that super cool picture where William bought one and bought the little vise and stuck it to the top of it. And he said there was a $6 off code and he got it for 14 bucks or something, but maybe not. But that little vise fits perfect on, little suction vise fits perfect on top of it. All right, guys, we're coming up on an hour. You didn't see that at the beginning? I thought that's why you went and bought one. Because I showed that mini toolbox and William's little $20 vise. So for 40 bucks, you got a whole little knife workstation. It's pretty awesome. Oh, it's all good, Scott. Well, guys, once again, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hope y'all have a great start to your week and a great Sunday afternoon. Mr. Fuchs, you have a great day, sir. Mr. John, Mr. Scott, Mr. Pete, Mr. Sever7, if you're still back there, Mr. Christopher Hinckley, Mr. John, Mr. Ron Crow, Mr. Whalen, Mr. Andrew fell asleep already, but thank you, sir. Mr. William, who I was just talking about. I think Mr. Ed might have passed out on us as well. He was here at the beginning, but he got here a little early. Clint Crosby, thank you, sir. Ground Fog, appreciate you always being here bright and early. Rest of you gentlemen, have a great Sunday. I'm going to relax and spend some time with the family and not do much today. Anyway, guys, love y'all. Y'all have a great day. We got 25 more seconds, and I'm going to end it right on 2 hours. All right, we're doing the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right, guys, peace.